callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Are you ready to go beyond? Welcome to my show, Go Beyond. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. Each week, I will be showing you how to go beyond your limiting beliefs to take you and your business to the next level. If you're ready to redefine, recommit, reset, and re-engage yourself, this is the time, this is the place. Go beyond. Well, hello, everyone. It is Tuesday night, and you know what that means. It's the Go Beyond show night, and I am your host, Jordana Foster. And as you may know, at the beginning of last year, I decided to highlight one key word for each show, whether I had a guest or sponsor on the show or whether I was doing a coaching and training session. And do you know what the word of the day is? Any ideas? The word of the day is learning. And mostly about lifelong learning, not just learning right now, but lifelong learning. So learning is the word, and I'm going to unpack that in just a minute. You know, as a business coach, as a leadership communication trainer, and a motivational speaker, I am extremely passionate about helping business owners and managers and business professionals and teams, sales teams, all types of teams, and organizations to get out of their own way, to get unstuck, and to get very clear on what it is that's holding them back from achieving the goals that they have for their life, for their business, and their career. And do you know what I found? I found that there are so many things that keep us stuck, that get in our way, that hold us back. And it's usually more than one thing that does that. From virtual and in-person mindset shift workshops, communication and leadership trainings, and corporate training programs designed for business professionals, managers, like I said, teams, organizations that are looking to elevate their mindset, enhance communication skills, and up-level performance to achieve optimal results. How about you? Do you want to optimize your results? Do you need to work on your communication skills? How about your team members? Do your managers need leadership training? And do your teams need some team building? Well, I can help you with that. Now, more than ever, having a thinking partner, an accountability partner, a business coach to help guide you through these still uncharted waters we're still trying to figure out, and really help you think not only strategically, but more creatively to help you take action, immediate action. It is not a luxury anymore to have a business coach and a mentor. It is an absolute necessity, and I assure you it is a game changer. So if you're ready, and I mean really ready, to go beyond the limitations and the excuses, and to take you, your business, your team, and your career to the next level, if you are a business owner or a manager, contact me for a complimentary 45-minute discovery session. Or if you have a team, contact me for a complimentary 45-minute lunch and learn at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and message me on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond, or contact me on my website, johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. See, here's the thing that we all need to remember. If you want to grow your business, and I don't know a business owner that doesn't want to grow their business, right? If you want to advance in your career, and the same thing applies for all the professionals that have a career and they want to go as far as they can go and be all they can be, right? The fact is that you need to grow yourself first. You need to do the inner work before it shows up externally. And I can help you do that. It's time for you to step up, show up, and never give up. It is time for you to go beyond. So like I said at the top of the show, the word of the day is learning. And more importantly, the importance of lifelong learning, which is so important to me. And I'm going to give you some benefits or reasons and tips on how you can incorporate that into your day-to-day for you, for your family, for your team. So lifelong learning, it is something that is so important for all of us, especially for business owners and managers and, business professionals who are really looking to get better, to improve. And learning is a key part of it. And learning is not accidental, just like growth. It's very intentional, right? We need to be very intentional and deliberate about our learning practices, what you're feeding yourself, what you're doing, who you're around, right? What you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're plugging into, the efforts and the actions. Can you hear how passionate I am about this? You need to be deliberate and intentional because it doesn't just happen. A book doesn't just fly into your lap with the pages open and you start reading it, or going to a seminar or a conference, or listening to a podcast, or hiring a coach. All of those are deliberate actions, but it starts with an intention and needs to be followed up with action. So now, whether you're pursuing your personal interests and passions or chasing your professional ambitions, right? And you have those goals and aspirations for yourself, lifelong learning can help us to achieve that personal growth and development and fulfillment and satisfaction that we all so desire and deserve. It's important for us to recognize that as human beings, we all have that natural drive to explore and learn and evolve and grow. And lifelong learning encourages us to improve ourselves, okay? And our quality of life, how we are, who we are, what we do, okay? All of that. And our sense, it even affects our self-worth, which is a whole nother topic that I will definitely do a training on. I do this with my clients all the time. When you pour into yourself, when you invest time in your learning and your growth, you can't help but have it affect and boost your self-worth, your self-esteem, that self-confidence. And that shows up. Where does that show up? It shows up in your life. It shows up in how you show up. It shows up in your business and your career and all your relationships. It is so important to fill yourself up with lifelong learning. And, that self-worth, by paying attention to the ideas and goals that we all have that inspire us. What inspires you? What motivates you? What are your goals? Have you looked at them? A quick question, how many of you, and you can put it in the chat and we'll keep this open and I'll respond to you even after the show, how many of you incorporate lifelong learning on a weekly basis? How many of you? I have another question. How many of you incorporate lifelong learning on a daily basis? You need to. You need to look at that schedule. And if you can't find the time, I'm really good about finding that time for me and my clients. So you can contact me for that, for time management, and to really be intentional with that. So, I want you to think about that, okay? Success now and in the future requires all of us, no matter what your title is, no matter where you are at this very moment. We all want to improve and become better versions of ourselves, and that requires lifelong learning. That requires doing the do and making sure that you are surrounding yourself with people who motivate and inspire you. And think about the conversations you're having, okay? It's really important. So again, let me ask you a question before we jump into this. How can we learn and improve if we think we know everything? How many people know someone who thinks they know everything? I mean, we know a lot of things. I know a lot of things, but there's so much that I don't know. And that's the honest truth. So if you think you know everything, how can you learn more? You're closed, right? you're not open to learning because you don't think there's anything more to learn. We need to be open to learning new things, new ways, new perspectives. Like I said, we need to be intentional about growing and getting better. We're great right now, but we can be so much more tomorrow with the effort, with the intention, with the action, with lifelong learning, with the support. We need to make a concerted effort every day. And it does start, I do the daily routines with my clients and I live them myself. And it's so important for us to look at our daily routines and make sure that you are carving out that time, that very precious time that we have for reading. Take 15 minutes a day to read, just like I talk about journaling. Make sure you fill yourself up. Listen, if you love Audible and you don't have the time to read and you're not, you don't appreciate the book, you're an auditory learner, then Audible is great. You can do it in the car. You could do it while working out. There are no excuses with me. So I will help you find a way, but make sure that you take 15 minutes. I suggest an hour, but you can work your way up. Do it incrementally, and you will not believe how good you feel. Okay? It does fill you up. So who are you learning from? That's another one. Who are you listening to? Who are you learning from? What are you learning? Where are your resources? For me, my clients, they listen to me. They listen to my shows. I do trainings. I have my one-on-one coachings. Obviously, I am working on my book, and there's so many but there are so many other resources out there too. Make sure that you are having those growth-oriented conversations and you are making the time for yourself. The world is changing faster than we ever could imagine, right? And only through lifelong learning and a commitment to a continual learning process will we be able to have the capability to adapt to all of these changes that are taking place and to thrive. Did you hear that? We need to keep growing and adapting, and learning is a huge part of it. So here are a few strategies to help you develop a habit of lifelong learning. We need to ask why. Be curious. I want you to think back to when you were younger, when you were a child, and chances are you drove your parents crazy with all of the questions that you were asking. I know I did, and I probably still do. And it's important to be like a child and always ask why to certain questions and be open to changing your mind. Okay, seek out other people's opinions and acknowledge and appreciate alternative viewpoints. Even if they're not your own, just listen. You don't have to agree, just listen. When it comes to business and a different approach, when you're starting a business, when you have new managers who don't necessarily have the experience, or maybe they have a lot of experience, but they aren't tech savvy. Listen to their ideas. It's the group environment where you can learn from each other and with each other that is so important. And when you ask why, listen for the answer. You're going to learn. Remember, lifelong learning, it's plugging in, it's staying connected, it's being interested. Number 2, it will help you appreciate and lean into the challenges when you're learning. Challenges stimulate our learning and growth, and they bring us a sense of fulfillment. It might not seem like it at the time, but they do. It's important to try and anticipate the challenges that we face and the potential obstacles that may be in our way, as we all know that nothing comes easy, right? So without those challenges, we remain in the same place. And we need to evolve and grow. That's what we're here for. We need to plant those seeds. We need to water them. We need to water our minds and really fertilize them with the learning, with the books, with the podcasts, with coaching, with the people that we're having these conversations with. Growth is so important, and it starts with having a learning growth mindset. And, again, with those challenges in the road that things can be quite bumpy, it's very important for us to stretch because our goals require us to be bigger than we are right now. And that's where the learning comes in. When you grow and you stretch, you can become the person that you need to be to achieve those bigger goals that we all have for ourselves. So I'm going to cut to a quick commercial break with my amazing sponsors. I want you to think about what you're doing for lifelong learning with your team. It could be a book club with your team. It could be a lunch and learn that I offer. It could be all of these wonderful things. What are you doing as a business owner and manager to grow yourself and then inspire your team to do the same? And your family, your kids. They're all watching. I'm Jordana Foster with the Go Beyond Show. See you here in just a minute. Thank you so much. Has changed. Have you changed? Leadership and success require so much more than they did before. Investing in your own personal development as well as the development of your team is an absolute necessity in this new, ever-changing digital business landscape. Mastering mindset and effective communication skills are critical pieces to the success and growth of your business now more than ever. I'm Jordana Foster, founder of Ready, Set, Go Beyond. As a certified mindset coach, business strategist, communication and leadership trainer, and motivational speaker, I am passionate about helping business professionals, business owners, executive managers, sales teams, and organizations to elevate mindset, enhance communication, and up-level performance. Mindset and communication are the key skills for success, especially now with most of us working remotely and interacting with our clients virtually on a daily basis. Don't just survive, it's time to thrive. Contact me for a complimentary 20-minute discovery session at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and message me on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond, or contact me on my website at johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. If you want to grow your business or advance in your career, you need to grow yourself first. Step up, show up, and never give up. It's time to go beyond.
Does your pool have a leak? Pool leaks can be extremely costly, mostly because many homeowners don't realize the difference between normal evaporation and a leak. With over 20 years of expertise, LeakWorks provides premier leak detection, repair and pool equipment for pools, spas, and fountains. We've performed thousands of leak detections and repairs for both the residential and commercial swimming pools throughout South Florida. We provide comprehensive leak detection using the latest state-of-the-art ultrasonic equipment to dive pools. We specialize in leak detection and repairs, skimmers, pumps, filters, main drains, heaters, lights, saltwater systems, and so many more. Call us at 954-629-3654 or email us at leakworksflorida@gmail.com to set up an appointment. Honest, reliable, dependable, licensed, and insured. LeakWorks. When it comes to pools, we have the tools and expertise to get the job done right.
At Building Financial Solutions, we understand that finances, inheritances, and retirement can be stressful, overwhelming, and complicated, and we simplify it together. We guide you through the process of preparing for today and tomorrow. We specialize in investments, inheritances, rollovers, annuities, retirement, estate planning, and insurance. Contact us for a complimentary consultation at 954-771-0100 or on our website, www.buildingfinancialsolutions.com. Building Financial Solutions. Simplifying finance. Securities offered through Aventex Investment Services, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Aventex Advisory Services. Insurance services offered through Aventex Affiliated Insurance Agency.
You've been listening to Go Beyond. If you want to be part of the show as a guest, highlighting your business, or you would like more information about the content of the show, email me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com or share your thoughts and call me at 888-565-1470. Welcome back to the Go Beyond Show. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. I'd like to thank my wonderful sponsors. First, LeakWorks, which is your expert in pool leak detection and pool repair and every kind of pool repair that you could possibly need. They are over 25 years in the business, licensed and insured, residential and commercial. Contact leakworks.com for all of your pool repair and leak detection needs. They're amazing. And also Building Financial Solutions, a private wealth management firm that helps you simplify finance. And you know, we all know that finances can be so complicated, and having someone like Matthew Bodkin from buildingfinancialsolutions.com can help you simplify the process, which is so reassuring. So I would recommend you contact him as well. So the word of the day is learning. And so, again, we're still unpacking that. And I want you to think about, as we're going through these lists, what it is that you're doing to improve your lifelong learning. Remember, I asked a question earlier. Are you incorporating lifelong learning on a weekly basis? Are you incorporating lifelong learning on a daily basis? And what does that look like for you? So, with regards to lifelong learning, another thing that you need to remember is you need to never stop seeking opportunities and learn to grow and improve. Prioritizing both what you're learning on the surface as well as a deeper learning. So the other piece is I want you to be open to feedback. Be proactive about asking for feedback and advice. Surround yourself with mentors, coaches, personal advisors who will be willing to help you, to help guide you, and be willing to ask for that help. We all need help. I have coaches. We all need help. We don't, remember that question? We don't know it all, but we all have our areas of expertise, and those are our lanes. Right? People ask me for advice all the time about my lanes and my expertise and knowledge. So know where yours are. And when you need that extra help, don't be afraid to ask for it. That's what you're investing in for yourself and your team to grow, to go beyond where you are right now, to go beyond the limitations and saying, that's the way we've always done it. There is no learning there. If you've always done it that way, you're not open to learning and growing and evolving. And guess what? Neither will your team. So they're following direction from you, either as the manager and leader or as the owner. So remember that. So when you're open to feedback, you know, having that community around you, having that support, it could be a network of your peers and advisors. It's so essential to help you in solving possibly day-to-day challenges that you may be facing, or even identifying new opportunities for growth. How open are you when it comes to feedback? Think about that. How open are you? Not just open, but do you ask for feedback? Do you ask for suggestions? And then what do you do with that information once you get it? That is part of the learning process. It's so important, all of these facets, reading books every day, listening to podcasts, attending seminars and conferences and having coaches and really plugging in and getting the advice and having a community, a supportive community is so important. And not only having that supportive community, but being that for the other people that you're inspiring who may need it too. Okay, becoming a lifelong learner. It isn't just about preparing for the future. Lifelong learning also brings a deep sense of empowerment and fulfillment. That's what we're all striving for, right? To be more empowered, to be more fulfilled, to be more of who we're supposed to be. Be proud of who you are now in the process of growing and evolving into the person that you are meant to be, that we all are meant to be. And not just thinking small, but really living big and playing big for yourself to grow and evolve. Make the time to incorporate lifelong learning into your daily routine and embrace it every chance you get. Learning means doing things differently. Yes. We can't learn if we're doing the same thing. We've already mastered it. So do it a different way. Incorporate new ways, new approaches. Take a different direction. Be open to the perspectives. That's so important for us to keep it fresh. That's where the creativity comes in. With all of COVID and everybody with their businesses, we needed to not only think strategically, but creatively in order to not just to be able to survive and then to thrive. We needed to survive first. So be able to be open to change, to be open to different perspectives, and to learn how to do that is so important. It is quote time, and here you go. The capacity to learn is a gift, the ability to learn is a skill, and the willingness to learn is a choice. Brian Herbert. I'm going to say that again real quick. The capacity to learn is a gift, the ability to learn is a skill, and the willingness to learn is a choice. I'm Jordana Foster with the Go Beyond Show. If I can help you and your team and your business to go beyond limitations and excuses, contact me for a complimentary discovery session or lunch and learn at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and message me on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond, or contact me on my website, johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. See you here next Tuesday night at 7:30 on WWNN and on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond. Have a great night and continue with that lifelong learning. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching Go Beyond. Tune in next week as we continue to explore effective ways to help you go beyond your limiting beliefs to unlock your true potential to thrive personally and professionally. Learn how to take you and your business to the next level. Contact me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and share my video, because sharing is caring. Contact me at 305-753-6758 or go to my website at readysetgobeyond.com.
The opinions expressed on the